Hello, hello. All right, y'all. So we are going to be getting into an incredible story today. I cannot wait. Here's what they don't teach you about freedom. Here's what they don't teach you about freedom. Okay, let's get into today's episode. Here's what they don't teach you about freedom. It's not declared, it is actually built. And America Newton proved this in the 1870s when she walked away from what was familiar and traveled west with her young daughter to claim land in the California mountains. While other formerly enslaved people may have stayed close to what they knew, America grabbed her child and headed west to build wealth from almost nothing. And if you're a Black woman expert who's tired of playing it safe while your dreams stay small, America's blueprint is exactly what you need, because the woman who bets on herself writes her own freedom papers. Welcome to day 16 of Deleted History, 28 Black women millionaires they prayed you'd never hear about. I'm Ashley Kirkwood, founder of Speak Your Way to Cash, over $11 million in lifetime sales, and a two-time Inc. 5000 CEO. Every single day this month, I'm telling you a story they left out of textbooks and showing you the sales and positioning framework to boot. And if you are on Instagram, I want you to comment wait list, because if you don't know by now, I don't know where you've been, you need to be on the wait list for Black Women Sell Live. Y'all, first off, shout out to y'all, because we have had a huge uptick of people on the wait list for Black Women Sell Live. We went from like 300 people on the wait list to over 2,700 women on the wait list. Woo! Oh, wait, I think I have sound effects. Let me see. Clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. I'm so excited. We only have 800 seats that I could sell, but it's okay. It's okay. Here's what we're going to do. If you do not have a seat on the wait list, you need to get on it. We only have 800 seats we can sell. We have over 2,700 women on the wait list, which I could literally cry. I'm so excited about that. This event is literally the best sales conference for Black women entrepreneurs. We leverage history of women who came before us to show you modern sales strategies that will grow your business. All the prices are on the website. Get on the wait list, and then check your put on your emails, or put on your calendar rather, February 25th at 7 a.m. if you apply to get off the wait list early. Now, why would you apply to get off the wait list early? You'd apply to get off the wait list early because I already told y'all it's 2,700 women on the wait list. But we are going to release about 500 tickets to people who applied to get off the wait list early. So when you apply to get off the wait list early, you are guaranteed to have a chance to get a seat. You have 2-hour head start if you apply to get off the wait list early. So right now, I think we have another 100 people we can accept to get off the wait list early before we lock that down. But yeah, really excited. Really, really, really excited. So welcome to day 16. Again, I've already introduced myself. I'm telling you this history because I need you to grow your business right now. Today's story is about a woman who turned courage into capital, built a business that helped sustain an entire mining town, and homesteaded her way to land ownership in the wild, wild west. Let's get into the America Newton story. Her name was America Newton, and historical records list her as a formerly enslaved woman who later made her home near Julian, California in the late 1800s. She began life with nothing society considered valuable: no wealth, no status, no safety net. After emancipation, many formerly enslaved people stayed in or near the regions they knew, or migrated in more familiar directions. America did something far more radical. In early 1870s, as a Black woman with a young daughter, she made the journey to the mountains of San Diego County, to the gold mining town of Julian. Julian was a new, rough mining town settlement in California backcountry, a town born out of the same national conflict that tried to keep people like her enslaved. Think about the courage this took, y'all. A Black woman and her kid traveling into a remote mining region without money, settling in a place where power structures were not built for her success. But America saw what other people missed: opportunity. When America arrived in Julian, she didn't just survive, she thrived. She established a laundry business, washing clothes for miners and townspeople. Now, here's the lesson in that. Many of you guys are trying to start businesses without considering, what do people around me need? What do people in the market need? She did the exact opposite. She went in, assessed what was going on, and figured out, based on the skill set I actually have, how can I build a business with that? And then it wasn't just any laundry service, y'all. It wasn't just any laundry service. It was in a mining town where men far outnumbered women. Clean clothes meant the difference between basic order and chaos. So she established a business that was a necessity around an actual need. America's laundry business became essential infrastructure for Julian's daily life and growth. Now, that's Julian, the city. But she didn't stop there. She then became a successful homesteader, claiming any claiming and holding title to land where that ended up becoming locally as the America or the America Mine area. Acres of land in her own name. A formerly enslaved woman who went from owning nothing to owning land, important enough for miners to associate it with her name. She also became known in the community for her hospitality and spirited presence, hosting people, serving drinks, and becoming beloved for her personality and resilience. Can we be real this morning? Comment real in the comments if we can be real. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want to attract more business in your life? You want to attract more money in your life? You want to make more money in your business? You want to grow your business? Let me tell you what you need to do. Energy. Somebody comment energy in the comments. Comment energy in the comments. Energy attracts. If you are always sad, negative, lackluster, slowful, you will not attract high quality clients. Your energy attracts. Now, this is not a woo-woo message because I don't just rely on the fact that I have good energy. I also run ads, sell stuff, go hard, go live, promote my business, send emails, send text messages, do launches, but the spirit in which you do separates you from everybody else. You want to stand out? Be positive. You want to stand out? Be high vibrational. And I feel like that word has gotten such a bad rep. All it means is be happy to show up. Exude joy in your life. Look for silver linings where everyone else only sees clouds. Look for opportunities where everyone else sees mountains of doubt and stress. Be opposite of the norm. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. You have the power to control two things at any given time, at any given day, no matter what happens to you. How you respond and how you show up. What you do and how you respond. You do not control other people, but you control your response. If you want to make more money, then control your energy. That's step one. If you could lead yourself, you could lead others. You can't lead yourself, you can't lead others. So that's number one. America understood this. Your business isn't just what you do. It's how you show up in the community. Here's what made her different from other entrepreneurs. She didn't wait for perfect conditions. She created them. Some people are saying right now, oh my God, Ashley, the economy, the economy, the economy, the economy. I create my own economy. Drop it in the comments if you believe it. I create my own economy. The truth of the matter is, as an entrepreneur, we wake up with ideas and things produce around us. We go from thought to thing. We create. That is what makes us different than people who may go into a workplace every day, depending. Some people go into a workplace and they create there too, but they don't own. But it's okay. That's good. Keep your job. Let me be very clear. Many of you are trying to leave your blessing. Do not leave your job. If you can have a job and your job doesn't restrict you from having a business, I would not leave my job until my business was doing double what my job was bringing in for me. And I'm going to tell you why. You think, oh, I'd have so much more time if I were a full-time entrepreneur. I see this every day. Y'all, I coach thousands of people intimately. Can I tell you what I see? You go from being more disciplined. People are more disciplined when they have a job and they run their business than they are when that first 6 months after leaving their job to run their business full-time, quote unquote, and I'm putting air quotes because you really don't be running your business full-time. You be scrolling full-time, but air quotes. People who exuded extreme discipline when having a job and running a business oftentimes find it difficult to create that same discipline when they have a full day. They wake up later. They don't keep a routine. They don't know what they're going to do every day. They feel like they're wasting time. They feel like they're falling behind. Then they get in their head about it. Then there's this cycle of oh my God, what did I do? I should have kept my job. And then they start looking for another jobs when they had a job. It's that is not good. If you can keep your full-time job and grow something, if it is permitted, then do that. But I'm going to give y'all another hard truth. Some of you are not entrepreneurs, you're intrapreneurs, meaning you can create within a system, but you are not meant to build the system. And that is not bad. You can make tons of money without any of the risk being a good intrapreneur, coming alongside a visionary who's built for it and being I'm going to run it up inside this person's company. I'm going to get rev share. I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to bring so much value that I am able to make my dreams come true without having all the risk of entrepreneurship. Okay? And so don't be afraid to be an intrapreneur. Some of you don't hate corporate. You just don't like that job. You need to get another job while you got a job and then still build whatever you want on the side. The town that America went to was a rough town. It was remote. It wasn't welcoming to Black women. But America saw past every single obstacle and had opportunity. A town needed services. She provided them. A community needed stability. She became the stability. A place full of men needed the civilizing influence of women. She offered it. Instead of asking, will they accept me? She asked, what do they need? Then she became indispensable. Her legacy lives on today in the Julian area through local stories, landmarks, and trails that remember her name and presence. Now, let's turn America's story into a framework you can use in your business. I call it the Newton Freedom Method. Step 1, assess. Look beyond the obvious obstacles to the hidden opportunity. America didn't just see a rough mining camp, she saw a hungry, underserved market. Step 2, act. Somebody put act in the comments because, baby, I need y'all to act. I need y'all to act. ACT, drop it in the comments. Act. Yo, we have got to become faster actors. It is like, oh my God, if you are in a freaking war zone with ChatGPT with every idea, but you're not taking action, this is for you. I believe for new business owners, ChatGPT can be a death sentence to your productivity because instead of you getting and building the website, you're just going back and forth about copy a million times. Instead of you actually talking to customers, you're doing all your market research with a robot without a budget. Instead of you doing what you know you're supposed to do, you're overthinking with an accomplice, which is your AI. If AI doesn't make you move 20 times faster, stop using it. It's holding you back. Like, if you really believe that you consistently overthink instead of getting into action, AI can be the very thing that prevents you from moving faster because now you're overthinking with an accomplice. Okay? We don't need that. We don't need that. America did not wait for Julian to become safer or more welcoming. And for those of you who are new here, we're talking about a Black woman, not the country. America, Newton is her name. She did not wait for the opportunity. What move are you postponing because conditions aren't perfect? My dad would say, if you can't say amen, say ouch. What move are you postponing because conditions aren't perfect? It will never be perfect. You're going to have to work in the messy middle. You are going to have to work in the messy middle. You are going to have to learn how to take action when it's uncomfortable. I don't know if you realize it yet, but those of you who are like, how many of you are like, I'm going to have a multi-million-dollar business, drop a 7 in the chat, drop an 8 in the chat for 8 figures. I don't know which one you're going for. It don't really matter to me. But like, many people are like, I want millions of dollars. Of course you do. Who doesn't? But do you want to move fast through discomfort? Because that's what comes with it. Do you want to have to pay people when your company isn't profitable? Because that can be what comes with it. Are you willing to work it through when customers are acting crazy? Because that can be what comes with it. Like, everyone wants the result, duh. But do you want the work that comes with it? The truth is, if you want the work that comes with it, if you want the pressure that comes with it, the only way you become the person that can handle the pressure is by going through certain pain, discomfort, displeasure, boredom. That's the big one. So if that's the case, right? If that's the case, you have to move faster through discomfort. I have clients that ask me all the time, like, how do you deal with people not doing you right or doing wrong or not paying and not doing this? First off, I got lawyers for that. You don't pay us? We got lawyers for that because I'm not going to be spending my time chasing a check, but I got lawyers for that. I have systems for these things. Oh, she disrespected you. I do not care. If she disrespects me, she's blocked. I got lawyers for that. Like, I got lawyers for disrespect. I operate from the mindset of, I'm going to put a system in place so that I can focus on the thing that I am best at, running through brick walls. That's what I'm best at. I run through brick walls. My team then can walk through brick walls, right? I run through brick walls. My clients then can step over the debris and go through the brick wall because I've already run through the brick wall for them. Right? And so, like, that's what I'm really good at. I'm really good at strategizing. I'm good at managing my emotions. I'm very strong mentally. I have emotional resilience. I know how to sell. I know how to run ads. I learned everything in my business that I pay someone to do, I can do with my eyes closed. And I understand how to make it work. That is what sets me apart. Whereas other business owners outsource everything, and then in tight conditions, they don't know how to do anything because they never learned how to run a business. And let me tell you, you need to learn how to run your business. Every area of your business, you should understand if you want to be a business owner. Now, if you don't be an employee. Okay? Be an employee. Be an employee. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, y'all. We've got to move. We've got to move. We've got to act. Like, absolutely, we got to move. We got to act. We got to take more action. You got to stop being scared. You got to stop waiting on permission. Um, I'm trying to, my security called me. I'm trying to get my husband to call them. Child. Okay, you got to move. So she became part of the town's infrastructure. Here's step 4, right? We talked about act. Here's number 4. Integrate. Become indispensable to the community you serve. So many of you all are a part of communities, masterminds, coaching programs. You run a community, but you are not indispensable to that community because you're scared to use your voice. Okay? America didn't just show up and do laundry. She was a host, a presence, a stabilizing force. She showed up with presence. When you go to events, do you show up with presence? When y'all come to Black Women Sell Live, I want y'all to come dressed down to the socks with presence. I want you to walk in like you own the place with presence. I want you to say hi to people that you don't know. I want you to hear someone's question on the mic and go up to them and say, hey, sis, that was a great question. Here's a referral I have for you. I want you to show up like you run, like own the room. I don't know when we got into this energy of, I just don't want to be seen. I just want to be humble. I don't want you to be humble. Okay? Like, humble as unto God, yes, right? Do that every day of the week. But like walking around, the way that most people view humility is insecurity. I don't want you to be insecure. I don't want you to be insecure. Okay? I want you to be sure of who you are. And here's what's beautiful about surety. Being sure of who you are does not mean that you know everything. It actually means that you know exactly what you know and you know exactly what you don't know. So when you're truly humble, you're able to learn. You're not beating yourself up. You're able to listen. You can still be strong and humble. Sheesh. Okay? So step 1, I want you to identify your Julian. Identify markets or niches that others avoid because they seem difficult, unwelcoming, or too rough around the edges. Where is high demand and low supply? Because that is exactly where your business should be. Plan your long distance move. Okay, what's the big move you've been avoiding because it feels risky or too far from your comfort zone? Map out practical steps to make it happen. Step 3, focus on becoming essential, not just profitable. Don't just look at how to make money in your new market. Ask how to become infrastructure. What service or solution could you provide that would make your absence immediately noticeable? Look, 16 days into this series, and the pattern is crystal clear. These women never waited for permission. They didn't wait for perfect timing. They didn't wait for someone else to pave the road. Biddy Mason turned labor into land. Elizabeth Keckley turned skill into social capital. If you don't remember, Elizabeth Keckley was a formerly enslaved woman who was so good at sewing dresses that she had free women give her a loan so she could buy her freedom and her son's freedom. She was so good at her skill that it literally allowed her to buy her own freedom. Lyda Newman turned observation into intellectual property. She built a brush and got a patent for it. Emily Davis turned documentation into authority. She was one of the only Black women whose diaries during the civil rights movement became a lens into Black women's lives at that time. And America Newton turned courage into capital. Here's the through line. Freedom is never given. Really, it's taken. But above all else, it can be built. Your business is your freedom vehicle. One bold move at a time, you get to build your freedom. And if you are a Black woman expert who's ready to stop playing small and start building the business and life that matches your actual ambition, I want all of y'all to be at Black Women Sell Live. But let me tell you who I don't want to come, because I'm going to just be honest. We got 2,700 on the wait list. It's a lot of y'all who want to come. I don't want you to come to this event if you are more addicted to excuses than you are to taking action. There is something about being around other powerful women where we can literally ignite each other into some things. But there's something else about being around women who are stagnant and negative and who aren't willing to change that could literally dull a room. That room is going to be full of 1,000 powerful experts who are ready to take their industries by storm. They're ready to dominate and break through whatever they got to dominate to make it happen. I don't build rooms for small women. I build rooms for big thinkers. I build rooms for big executors, action takers. And if you don't know this by now, every woman that I have studied in this series took portions of her revenue and invested it back into the abolitionist movement, invested it back into causes that make sense, causes that matter. And a lot of us have things that we see in our communities that aren't quite right. We should be writing checks to make those things happen. There are some of you that are actually built to cause a firestorm. Like, you are built to give checks to disrupt unjust systems, and you're not doing it because you did not build the thing. You are scaring yourself away from your wealth. I want you to come to this event and get activated. But you're gonna have to leave all that excuses stuff, all that thinking small stuff. Some of y'all are already running $1 million companies, but you should be running $10 million companies. You should be running $20 million companies. You have such a big calling on your life, and the only thing holding you back is your confidence. You need to be in this room. You will not leave the same. Absolutely not. Because there's no way you know scripture, you know history, and you know the science of success, and you don't change your life. It's impossible for you not to change your life. At this event, I'm teaching you how to identify and enter markets others are too scared to touch, build businesses that become essential, and turn your courage into the capital you need to write your own freedom papers. The event is September 25th through the 27th in Atlanta, Georgia. But let me be clear, because some of y'all are like, ooh, let me know when you come to California. I'm not coming to California. You're going to get on a plane from California and come to this event in Atlanta, because we got people coming from Europe to this event, coming from Ghana to this event, coming from Nigeria to this event. People come from all over the world for our events. This is not like a little workshop, honey. This is a 3-day, $500,000 budget event. We just locked down a billionaire Black woman to hit the stage at this event, who's going to be showing you how she went into a market like the healthcare industry and built a $1 billion company. I don't know who else is doing events like this. I went and found some of the families of some of the first Black women millionaires, and I invited them to come to the event. We have verbal confirmations from 2. We are curating the most powerful, dynamic event Atlanta has ever seen. And I know Atlanta got a lot of events. They just ain't got none like this. So I am not playing with y'all about this event. Get on a plane, it's worth it. You get on a plane to go to Mexico and sip whatever, and guess what? Ain't gonna be no billionaire Black woman there to teach you how to do it. So you might as well get on a plane for this. So just go and book your flight early. It's the 25th to the 27th in Atlanta, okay? 25th to 27th in Atlanta. The waitlist is open now at blackwomenselevent.com. And this year's theme is Black women, the original innovators. And if you want every episode of Deleted History, make sure you subscribe to Black Women Sell TV, okay? And if you want to be on the waitlist for this event, comment waitlist, okay? Comment waitlist. Y'all, I'm so excited. Like, it's going to be such a vibe. 2,700 of you are already on the waitlist. Y'all not playing. Y'all going to get them tickets. If you're not on the waitlist, I don't know if tickets will make it to my general list. I don't know. I don't know how serious y'all are about getting these tickets, but it may not make it to the general list. We have almost 3 times as many people on the wait list as tickets available. Almost 4. Because my mastermind clients, they get tickets, so I gotta get them to claim their tickets before we launch live to the public. Because they don't claim their tickets, I got tickets to sell, so I just gotta make sure. But we got 2,700 Black women entrepreneurs who have been on this wait list, who are waiting for tickets to drop. And look, it's a serious situation. It's a serious situation. Black women billionaire, like billions with a B. The sister has made over $1 billion in sales. A sister. We know Bezos. We know Job. We know them guys. We're talking about a Black woman. Okay. I was so intentional about getting a Black woman billionaire for this event. I was like, I have to get a Black woman who has made billions at this event, because I am so tired of the narrative only being, and didn't do it from being an entertainer. Didn't do it from being on TV. Didn't do it from being a celebrity. Didn't do it from being an actor. Did it from building a business. Okay? Because a lot of times we hear about billionaires, we're like, oh, well, she must have been an actor. Oh, is it Rihanna? No. Even though, shout out to Riri. If Riri wants to come, tell her hit me up. But like, it's not. Is it Oprah? Was she on TV? No. But if Oprah wants to come, she can come. But we're not talking about doing it from television. We're talking about doing it from here. We're talking about doing it from your intellectual property, from the ideas that have come without you being a celebrity, without you needing celebrity to get it done. One of the things that happens at Black Women Sell Live and at our events is a lot of the speakers, you guys, you don't see on everybody's stages, because I don't only put people up because they have a big Instagram following. That's just, I really believe that real experts should outsell fake experts. I also believe that we should elevate the voices of real experts. Maybe these happen to be women who don't have a large following. Maybe it happens to be women who you've never heard of before. I just asked my client, who's one of the best people to help you rewire your thoughts for success and positivity, to speak. So Dr. Natalie's gonna be speaking. I talked to my other client who's helped people do options trading all over the world. She just did a whole event teaching people how to trade stocks in Ghana. So I asked her to speak, so she'll be speaking. I talked to my client who has she's done business in over 200 countries. I was like, hey, you want to speak at Black Women? So she'll be speaking. You may have never heard of these women, but that don't mean you shouldn't hear from these women. We've got to stop elevating celebrity above all else and start looking at the knowledge base that we have. That's how we're going to grow, okay? So I want to clap it up for the 2,700, maybe at 2,800 now, but 2,700 women on the wait list. Shout out to y'all. If you're getting on the wait list, that's cool. Comment wait list. If you know you're going to be in the building, drop room in the comments. It's not an expensive event. We made the general ticket $497. If that's all you can afford right now, then get up, then do that. We got platinum. It's going to go first. It's about $3,000, but hey, that's where we're at. So I want to see you at this event. It's going to be amazing. Check out the commercial, because we go all out. We go all out. So check out the commercial for Mary Ellen Pleasant. How did she do it? Oh, I wish I could just screw myself.
Mary Ellen Pleasant? This can't be real.
Real or not, you've been carrying quite the load.
You see, wealth isn't always about what you keep. It's what you connect.
Ida B. Well?
When I wrote, I didn't just report, I revealed.
Right on time. So it wasn't luck. It was strategy. We have always been so innovative.
You're not starting something new, you're continuing something sacred.
I want to teach every Black woman business owner in the world about you. When I started this company, it wasn't just about selling hair care. It was about dignity, independence, community. That's what real marketing does. It doesn't just sell, it lives.
See, a true sale is not made in the pocket, it's made in the heart. Now, you go on and sell live, not for the applause, but for the impact.
All right. So you guys, I cannot wait to see you at Black Women Sell Live. It's going to be such a vibe. You can just go. If you're curious, how do I get on the wait list, Ashley? I must come to this event. You must. Okay, so you could just go to blackwomenSellTV.com. Actually, that's totally the wrong URL. Go to blackwomenSellEvent.com. I'll drop it in the comments. For those of you who are here, let me drop it in the comments for you. Okay, awesome. So I just dropped it in the comments for you guys. Hopefully you can see that on YouTube. Just go to blackwomenSellEvent.com. And if you want to see the actual event, there's a whole video on our website that shows you the exact event. When you join the wait list, join for the ticket type you want. Platinum, y'all, is literally going to go first. Platinum always sells out first. So if you want a platinum ticket, you get a VIP lunch with me on day one. Reserved seating until 15 minutes before the event. You get in earliest of any of the other attendees outside of Mastermind, my private clients. You're able to get pre-event training, the Black Women Sell Live Accelerator, which is valued at almost $2,000. It's our course for Black women entrepreneurs to help them to sell more services. You'll get all of those trainings when you pay in full for Platinum. And then VIP, you also get some pre-event trainings. We're going to do live events before the event even starts, live trainings that are going to be with my clients and myself. I'm doing a Q&A call for the first 100 people to get their ticket only. The first 100 people to get their ticket on February 25th. I'm doing a Q&A call for you. Those will go fast because obviously we have over 2,700 people on the wait list already, which I'm like thrilled about. $497 for general admission. Boom, easy peasy. So we'll have payment plans for all of these. Tickets launch February 25th at 7 a.m. to those who apply to get off the wait list early. For everyone else, you'll just be able to get your ticket if there are any left. 9 a.m. it goes live to the wait list itself. So yeah. All right, guys, this was great. See you tomorrow. We're on day 16. I have not gone live every day, y'all, since I was a baby entrepreneur. Even then, I only did Monday through Friday. I've been doing it every single day. I hope that shows you my level of commitment to this. Like, you see how intense I am about this? I'm really serious about this. I'm gonna tell y'all something else, like, because we're friends, we're talking. I'm gonna tell you something else. I've decided this week is gonna be like my perfect week. So every day, my goal is to pray, work out, eat right, Monday through Friday. So I'm going to have a perfect week this week. This is day 1 of my perfect week. Feel free to join that challenge with me. Pray, eat right, work out every single day. So I will let y'all know how it goes. So far, so good. I'm excited about it. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one.